Oh boy. Last week of September, the weekend begins October. That is the poor man's way to start a charcoal. Ran out of, actually torch fuel is much better than lighter fuel because it's oil and sticks around longer. Anyway, I know I'm not going to be able to do anything inside because although Diane can't stand if anybody's yelling at her, she loves to yell. She'll find things to yell about. I can't do it myself, so you gotta do it. Oh yeah, well, you brag about how many breaks you take, how many do I get? I don't want to hear it. I can't do it, so you gotta do it. Annoying. Anyway, I do have a shed. I got space, but I just started working, and God, the money ain't coming in the way it used to. By far. They're talking about 2013 hyperinflation, as if the prices weren't already too high for the working class. They're talking about the middle class. Well, they already killed the working class. The goal was to get to middle class. Now that doesn't seem to be functioning much well either. Now, I just watched a speech from Netanyahu in Israel about how Iran and the people that think like they do, their whole life is spent to make sure that they die knowing that everybody else lives the way they did, under their rules, and going forward is not supposed to happen. They say they think Israel's got nuclear weapons. I believe they probably do. But when you only got one city and half the state of New Jersey, it doesn't take much to wipe most of you out. That doesn't mean that if that happens, that all those nukes, just like if Russia attacked America, we would of course retaliate, and everybody else would throw theirs out there, and it would be a really bad day. Now humans would survive, but barely. And the type of regime and philosophy that Iran seems to be living up to says that's all fine. Our kind will take over again, and that's all cool with us. We died just to prove that we died serving our leader. Yeah, okay. Well, a lot of humans do that. We just don't agree with their leader, and they don't agree with ours. We like to move forward and make things better, and they want to keep it the way they like it. And we don't like it that way. America's supposed to intervene, and we probably will. It's a question of whether it's too late or not. We're tired of war. We're trying to get out of Afghanistan. They've been at war since they've been there. Israel, Netanyahu talks about the goodness that they have done. America has done some goodness too. We've done some baddies as well. I think that's part of human nature. Somehow I gotta figure out how to get enough income so that if she's on there's a speck of dust that I don't want to clean, or I don't want to make a phone call, she don't want to do much unless it's fun. It's annoying. I mean, I don't like to do all stuff either, I don't like making phone calls that I don't want to make. She could make phone calls now, but you see, they would take advantage of me. You think they can't take advantage of me? Example, the heater. If you're not one of our customers, oh shit, that's a problem. So I called the one that I used to be, and they said, have we serviced this heater before? I said, I just moved here. How the heck would I know? Alright, well, just to show up is $75, and then they'll tell you what's wrong with it. Thank you. I'm gonna move this torch around a bit because it takes a long time to get the charcoal going when you're doing it with a torch. Yeah, this. Now, I was supposed to have bought last year when we lived in the city watermelon. Ended up with some sort of green squash and nobody knew what it was. These things look like star fruit. I don't know what the heck it is. You tell me. If anybody's watching and know what it is. It's supposed to be a cucumber. It's full of spines. It don't look like a cucumber to me. We're looking to get a very old Volkswagen Beetle. Main reason, the weights in the back, the front end's light, they go good in the snow, and they're simple. As long as it ain't rusted to death, it'll go in the snow, and when something does break, it's not the computer that doesn't have one. It's really funky because my last VW, the computer went whack and killed the car, and that's my fault. No. And yet I'm still looking for a VW because they were the only ones that built that kind of car. Oh man. I talked to my grandmother. Yeah, she moved back to my mom. Pop-Up says that he doesn't understand how I think that Mom is a very negative person. Well, she didn't go do that to him, but he said that he heard that they're not doing well together, and Nanny's like, everything's just fine. Mom can't stand saying anything nice. It's just not part of her nature. And she says, I don't understand why I can't get along with people. And you can't psychologically change that either. That's just the way she is. She's not an overall bad person, but she can't help it. She's got to talk about negative stuff. Focus on it. Make you focus on it. I live there. That's why I am who I am, because I know both sides now.